I guess it is divorce season. It's like, it's now, of course, the goal. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine that till death do us part wasn't quite long enough for the Golden Bachelor? Okay, now we've got these two yahoos out and about claiming that they're, we're getting a separation. Of course, what'd you expect?
We have received so much love and support from so many people
Look how
who watch
little
The
her
Golden
face moves
Bachelor.
when she talks.
And I don't think we can tell you how many people told us that it gave them so much hope. We want none of that to change for anybody.
Theresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, and so forth, and we've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us.
Everyone's splitting up. Everyone's splitting up. You know what I mean? It's split so dunzo. It's split so dunzo for a lot of people. It's crazy. I mean, listen, when do you think The Bachelor, like, do you think if they get to the end of a season of a Bachelor and like they actually get married and they're married for at least 24 hours, if The Bachelor and Bachelorette, if they get married at the end of the season for at least 24 hours, does the studio, do they call that a win? Does the network call that a win? Whether it lasts beyond that or not? Like, what's the cutoff point for a successful season? Because, like, we're on season 84 of The Bachelor, not to mention seasons of, like, spin-offs. We've got The Golden Bachelor, Bachelor Island, F-Boy Bachelor, Lovers and Liars. Like, there's 1,800 different Nick Lachey hosted love shows, Perfect Match, You're the One, Single Ready to Mingle, just so many F-Girl Island love reality TV shows that promises two individuals love forever, love together and ever and forever. You're here to find the one, you're here to find your boo, you're here to find someone you can be with. And 99.9% of the time, they never end up together. There's maybe 1% of couples that actually have been and stayed together when it comes to reality TV. Yeah, Love is Blind can flaunt that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 couples over the span of like 6 seasons that are still married. That's fine and dandy, but like, let's give it 10 more years and see where they're all at then, Nick. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, what do we expect when we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? The formula hasn't changed. The outcome hasn't changed. It's a divorce. It's a split. It's a scandal. He had a girlfriend the whole time. She cheated on him. Like, he wasn't ready. He lied to her. They watched the show together. They changed their ways. They changed their feelings. And now they're not together. The reunions suck. There's so many things that like go wrong off camera after the show that contribute to these breakups, the divorces, the heartbreaking announcement. Can you believe it? After millions and millions and millions of ad dollars, your time, your spent, the network, the production, the editing, the flights, the people, the food, the stage, the sound, the lights, everything that goes into curating a complete 28 to 23 episode season of a show like The Bachelor or The Golden Bachelor or The Love is Blind or whatever it is that you're watching that promises that 2 or 3 people will eventually find the one for them. And when it's all said and done, we're let down with people left at the altar, with people breaking up, no one's still together, and it's all just drama that we watched unfold on TikTok live in the moment, and now you're recapping on the reunion 4 weeks later because that's how long the production process takes. It just doesn't make sense anymore. The model, it doesn't make sense, but we're going to continue to do it because companies and big pharmaceuticals and the car manufacturers and the Coca-Colas of the world are spending millions of dollars in ad space because they know that millions of eyeballs are watching every week to see if Jessica picks Tony or Jacob. And we know a little bit about Jacob and we know a little bit about Tony, and we're kind of split on who we think she's going to go for. But if she chooses Jacob, we know it's going to be a steady life for them. We know that they're going to grow old together. They're going to have kids. They're going to have the ranch. They're going to have everything that they talked about on the show we spent the last 24 hours. We spent so much time getting to know these people, the ins and outs of their lives, following them on Instagram, trying to get any more information that the show might not be giving us, reading every article to try to figure out who they're going to choose. But if she chooses Tony, you know, like they're going to go on vacation, they're going to travel, they're going to have that eccentric life with, like, you know what I mean? But she wants kids, but he doesn't. But like, that's not a deal breaker for her because she likes to travel too. And like, it's going to be a thing. And so we don't know who she's going to pick. And then when she does, at the end of the day, it was ultimately the wrong choice. And now here we are with season 74 of The Bachelorette because she just got dumped by the guy who was on the last season. So now they're bringing back the guy from the season before to be the next guy on it. And then we'll just keep that cycle going. And ABC renews it for another 19 seasons. And it just is the most insane thing that we have in this country, is for people to believe that finding the one forever for them is to get in front of a camera and millions of people and expose yourself in ways you never thought you did before because you don't think about it. After 3 days, the cameras become a mirage. The cameras become an illusion, and then you start living your life normal, and then you're on a show. And then everyone knows you, and then all your secrets come out, and then it's a reality thing, and then you don't really actually love that person because it was the height of the moment, adrenaline, and guess what? Every single one of these shows is pumping alcohol into the air ducts. If you're not drinking, you're breathing it. If you're not breathing it, you're drinking. And if you're not drinking, you're eliminated. And is essentially how the way of most of these shows go. And so that's where we're at. And that's what happens in America. And so for people to think that that's where you find love, I'm sorry, but you're sadly mistaken. It's not going to happen on F Girl Island. And so that's pretty much where we're at. You know what I mean? That's pretty much where we're at.